The other day, I did this YouTube video. It's called Candy AI Tips and Tricks. I'll leave the link in the description. And you guys gave such a good feedback on it. And I got emails from people like, hey, wow, I didn't know that. This is a game changer. This is so cool. I figured, okay, I'm gonna do the same thing for GirlfriendGPT. So I spent like an entire week just researching and finding hidden tips. Today, I got a list of 11 epic GirlfriendGPT tips and tricks that will just 10x your roleplay experience. So stick with me to the end of this list, because the more I go into the list, the more epic the tips will become. So yeah, let's just start with the first one. So we're kicking off with the most simple yet effective GirlfriendGPT tip I've heard so far. So every now and then you just reach the point where the conversation starts to die and you'll probably have NSFW enabled. What you want to do is simply disable it and just go on, and the conversation will actually refresh. So it will get you much better results, and it's just a game changer. Whenever a roleplay session gets too long, then often the AI will just kind of end it. In this example, I intentionally ask like, hey, can you end the roleplay? But then she ends with, the grand adventure they embarked upon will forever remain etched in their memories as a testament to their unwavering friendship and shared experiences. So the roleplay kind of dies here. So there are two ways you can do to keep it going. First way is pretty simple. You can brute force it. You can just go on with your roleplay and kind of ignore the entire message. But the second way is even better. You can use lines like between, how do you call this? Like this sign. I don't know the English name for it. But you can use lines like this, the next day begins. And that will just kind of overrule the previous message. So you can say something like the next day begins, or we walk towards the castle, or whatever you're role playing. And this will just greatly enhance your roleplay and just help you carry on the story. So in AI roleplay, there's this term and it's called the loop. So the loop can be anything, but what I notice on GirlfriendGPT is that sometimes you have a specific character and he or she will keep asking you questions like how much, what, why, and it will just drive you nuts. What you can do is two things. First of all, you can hit these three dots here. You can click on edit and you can literally edit the message, and often this will be enough, but sometimes it's not. The second way you can escape the loop is by using a OOC command. So OOC stands for out of character, and it's basically you telling the AI bot that, hey, this has nothing to do with the roleplay, so follow this command. One OOC command that I like to use is something I found in the Discord channel. If we go back here, then what you want to do is that you want to start a new chat. Then you want to use this command, and you either want to have ChatGPT summarize your previous roleplay conversation and paste it here, or you just manually type like a summary, or you just paste the messages if there isn't too much. Probably if you have like a long conversation, then you cannot paste everything. So yes, that's something you want to keep in mind. Also, sometimes system node doesn't work, then you want to change this to OOC like this, and that will definitely do the trick. So here's a tip if you're really into creating characters or you want to create your own bot. What you can do is you have the personality feature. This is kind of like the hidden gem of creating characters, because you can literally make your AI character extremely obsessed with you, or have a food fetish, whatever you like to put in, you can put it in here, and you'll be surprised how cool it is, how much you can actually tweak about your AI bot's personality. So this next GirlfriendGPT tip is for the ones that are really into creating NSFW stuff. So recently they released this new AI image generator for the anime generator. This is actually pretty awesome because it allows you to create pictures of, how do I say this, joysticks. So it's pretty awesome because there are not many image generator that allows you to create pictures of people with ding dongs. It's pretty accurate, it's pretty neat. So yeah, definitely something you want to check out. So the next tip in my GirlfriendGPT tips and tricks guide is actually my favorite. What you want to try is you want to add the word detailed to your prompt, and this will make, you guess it, your prompt, your image much more detailed, but it will just make it so much more cooler. So we're just gonna try some random images. So we got sitting next to a fireplace wearing a Santa hat. Interesting. So let's go for realistic and generate some pictures. So that already looks good, but watch closely what happens if I put the word detailed behind my prompt. I'm also not sure why she has a red star on this. Looks like one of those communist hats. It's definitely awesome. This one looks so much more detailed than the first two, in my opinion. Honestly, it's not a major difference, but it's just something you want to add because it does make your images better. Often this works best if you just generate a bunch of them. So the deluxe plan of GirlfriendGPT only gets you 20,000 messages per month. And to be honest, for me, that's more than enough. But I can imagine that if you're like a diehard GirlfriendGPT user, then you'll probably hit this cap. It's actually not the end. You can get extra messages. What you'll need to do is you need to go to the Discord channel. You'll need to open a support ticket. I don't know, maybe you'll get them, but I think you have to purchase them. But anyways, there is an option to get more messages. One of the first things I thought about was when I opened GirlfriendGPT was how in the heck do all these people get to create these cool looking characters and avatars and images. What I found out is that a lot of people use sexy.ai, and this is a pretty epic tool. I know it for quite some time, but I didn't know that everyone uses it. So this is an AI art generator with absolutely zero filters whatsoever, and you can create basically anything you can imagine with sexy AI. Just to give you an example, I'm gonna create an image and my prompt is beautiful woman on white bed wearing a dress. So we're gonna hit generate and there we go. So yeah, a lot of people use this app to create the portraits of their AI characters. So definitely something you want to check out. So the last awesome GirlfriendGPT tip I have for you today is about creating characters, because a lot of users have actually reported that specific characters within specific niches could be anything. So for example, the mythical niche, often those characters, they get flagged for no reason. What they did recently is that they made the tags play a role in whether or not your AI character gets approved or not. For example, if you create a mythical character and it gets denied, try using the right tag for that. And the same goes for like, I don't know, like anime characters or scenario. It can influence whether or not the character gets approved or not. And we're at the end of our GirlfriendGPT tips and tricks list already. So if this was any helpful to you, smash the like button as a sacrifice to the YouTube algorithm gods. And if you want to read my full GirlfriendGPT tips and tricks guide, then I'll leave the link in the description. It has some more details and explanations and images and all that kind of stuff. If there's anything you think I didn't cover, then please leave a comment and I'll talk to you soon, guys.